It's the world-famous Frank Show. On 96.1 KLPX.
Wake up!
Frank's up. How about you?
I don't know. Happy Thursday. Oh, it's the 1st of August, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a new month.
Woo!
All right, happy August then, everyone.
Oh.
July's gone. It's done. When did the monsoons happen? Did we get monsoons?
Yesterday, yeah. A lot.
Not really.
I did. My house did.
I see heavy rain, stranded vehicles, water rescues across Tucson.
I saw a car floating down a wash.
Did you really?
Yeah, on the news. Mm-hmm.
Oh, in the news, yeah. Everybody made it out safely from their vehicles. Be careful traveling around town this evening for any lingering water in the wash channels or low points in the roads. This video was from one rescue near KOLD and Calamarte. K-A-Marte. It says hashtag. This is Tucson Fire Department's got a new hashtag for monsoon season. Hashtag turn around, don't drown.
Oh, turn around, don't drown. That's great advice.
Yeah, it's a clever hashtag, too. I wish I would have turned around and not drowned my car last summer in Amarillo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great advice.
All right, I got to deal with Brad.
Yeah.
Brad's upset this morning.
Why?
Brad went and washed his car. Brad lives in an apartment complex on Ina, and there's a car wash there, and he went to wash his car, and KOLD News was there. They were doing a report on stupid humans that wash their cars during the monsoons.
No, we're heroes. We're modern-day heroes because of cliches. If you wash your car, it's going to rain.
Yeah. So, in other words, they're doing a report on stupid people that wash their cars during monsoons.
Roger that.
And Brad was there.
Yeah.
And
as luck would have it.
Yeah, and then he plays it off like, nah, I'm just washing my car so the rains will come. And, and they go, ha, clever. Not.
Well, wait, yeah, the rains are going to come no matter what, and that's why people don't wash their car.
Right, that's why I don't wash my car.
Whatever. If it rains within the next 4 days, you get a free car wash in most places. So, my car was destroyed. I went to Mexico the day before.
He needed to wash his car. It was dirty.
Yeah.
So, but KOLD's there, and they're like making fun of people that are washing their car because the monsoons are here. So they talk to Brad, and Brad plays it off like, oh, I'm doing this so the rains will come.
Oh, I didn't see the report.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just assumed. So then they're like, oh, that's a great sound clip. Can we use it? And we need your name. And so Brad then goes, yeah, you can use it. And my name is Beef Vegan.
That's right.
Da, da, da.
Publicly, if I'm going to be in any form of media, my name is Beef Vegan.
Right.
Yeah.
Look it up on Facebook and Instagram. Like it, follow it.
Right. Okay.
Google it.
So no one cares about this stupid name that he uses, Beef Vegan. Especially KOLD, because when they get back to the station and put the package together, they do a little digging and find out his real name is Brad Furman.
That's BS, by the way.
So they go and they start using his name, Brad Furman, in the story that they ran last night. And Brad Furman is upset.
He is mad.
I didn't give them permission to use my real name.
That's true. You didn't.
And that's why I'm upset. And hey, if you're going to talk to me on camera, okay, my name is Beef Vegan.
No, your name is Brad Furman.
No.
But
no one cares about Beef Vegan.
But if he wants to be called Beef Vegan, and that's what he tells them, that's what they should have respected him, his privacy.
I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now that if I'm the manager of the newsroom and it's got to come by me before it goes to air, and they've left it in as Beef Vegan, we're not running that report.
Yeah, of course.
Take it out.
That's you.
Take it out.
Then they could have said not used it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did not say use my government name.
They always go by whatever people tell them. I have we had an interview today with Master P Funkinfied, and as he talked about the fire, and they'll even they put it in quotes,
right?
But they go by whatever name.
I don't know what you're talking about because that didn't happen yesterday.
No,
they just used his name, Brad Furman.
I've seen news reports that will use
that's great,
names.
but they didn't last night.
But why not?
Because no one cares about stupid Beef Vegan.
Nobody
It's a dumb name.
All the stupid names that people want to use.
They know he's on the radio, so they're not giving it to him just to give him the business.
Yeah, but they didn't say Brad Furman didn't put the world famous Frank show. They didn't give us any plugs or anything, which would have been nice.
It doesn't need to be plugged. It wasn't a story to plug the show.
Still.
It was a story about goofy humans that wash their car right as the rains come.
And she's all filming me while I'm washing my car. Listen how they say it. Listen to this.
Oh, he's even got audio.
Yeah.
Those clearly aren't raindrops. It's just a splash of business as people patiently wait for precipitation.
We need more rain. So I'm just doing my part.
Yeah. Stop.
Doing his part, Brad Furman showers his car with some love.
I need you doing my part.
I don't sound like that.
I'm teasing.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sensitive, okay? Because seriously, this news reporter, very cute girl, she betrayed my trust.
No, you listen. You're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies.
Yeah, you are. She knows right away your name's not Beef Vegan.
She didn't know who the hell I was.
She goes, well, she knows no sane person on the planet names their child Beef Vegan at birth. So she goes back and she goes, yeah, it's not a horrible audio, but the guy says his name's Beef Vegan. And then Dan Mari sees and goes, nah, that's Brad.
Yeah. I guarantee you it was Mari's that ratted me out.
I know.
So
yeah,
now I got
obviously.
a beef with Mari's.
Beef.
So he made the local news and he tried to use Beef Vegan and they told him to go screw.
Nope.
Yeah, now, and you know what? It's probably my fault, Brad.
Yeah, it might be. I think you started this anti-beef wave. You're like a vegetarian, man. Like, it's just not. I want my name for the last 10 years. And again, this is for multimedia purposes and entertainment purposes and branding. You know, like I wouldn't expect you to understand.
And ego?
Not ego.
Oh, right. That's not part of it at all.
That's okay.
It's my stage name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's a stage name.
for the past 10 years, for the purposes of branding, for the purposes of broadcasting, for the purposes of my ego.
Not my ego.
It's all about your ego. No. In fact, it's not about anything else.
That is not true.
It's 100% about your ego.
I don't want my personal information out there. Rather, if I'm going to be out there publicly,
because you want this you want this ego stroke of this goofy name that you think is so clever.
It's a good name.
Yeah, listen to you. Still convinced.
I am.
Meanwhile, everyone else is telling you it's awful and embarrassing.
That's not true. Listen how much better it sounds.
It's embarrassing.
No.
I
don't have this name. You don't have this name. It's him.
I know.
He's
I'm
not embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed for him.
You shouldn't be.
Well, I'm trying to share and explain to him why it's embarrassing. Like even the local news won't use it.
I know that's stupid. I made an edit for them. I'm going to send back and be like, you need to correct this ASAP.
Don't play it because I know what it is and I don't want to hear it.
What?
I'm embarrassed for him. He had some girl in the building go, Beef Vegan the man. And he's going to do an edit and send it back to him like this is clever radio.
Oh, boy.
No, this is embarrassing. Don't do it.
Remember the time you sent your girlfriend that broke up with you flowers?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What are you
Same thing.
Stop it. They don't want to hear from you.
Nobody cares.
Once I already have an idea, I just go with it. I don't care.
You don't ever stop to think, well, yeah, this is exactly what he did with the radio name, Beef Vegan. He never stops to think whether or not it's a good idea or whether it makes sense.
And the reason we bang on you for a radio name and the whatever is because we go by our real names. Like brave people.
Your name
like
rhymes.
Brave.
You have a good name.
Like
Kristine
Brave.
Levine.
Yeah.
Now,
like Frank Brinsley.
Yeah, like Kristine Levine.
You think anybody couldn't just go onto the Google machine and find out my home address?
Everybody can.
Everybody can.
I know, but they know how to spell Brinsley, dude. They don't know how to spell Furman. It's spelled differently and stuff. You can't find me.
Yeah, because no one's ever seen a silent P before.
Yeah, they don't get it. My entire life, they don't get it. No one would know how to spell that. Hell, they don't even know how to spell Christine when they post on Facebook.
That's true. That is true. They're so dumb. They don't know.
How's CHRISTEEN doing?
Right. Exactly.
I'm great.
So for branding and marketing purposes.
Just stop. No one cares.
I don't care.
How many times do I have to say nobody cares? For branding and marketing purposes, shut up!
It's a different day and age.
I just don't. Other than Dan just messing with you, I can't imagine why. Because I have seen lots of news reports where they use the
we got
crazy
it.
name.
We got it.
Why didn't
I've
they?
heard you say this 5 times already.
They should have.
Kristine.
Yeah.
Christine.
Right, because I'm yelling at Mari's.
No, just relax. Jesus.
I swear. We need more rain. So I'm just doing my part.
Doing his part,
Be vegan.
showers his car with some love.
Does it sound better to you now?
Yeah.
You happy? All right. Yeah. Look at him. He's so satisfied.
Yeah.
He loves it. That's great.
Just doing my part.
Just doing his part.
Man, be vegan.
By being here and washing their car.
I'm sending that back to this girl.
I'm sending it to him. When I get an idea, I just go with it.
That's not ever a good idea. Ever.
I don't ever stop to consider the ramifications of my actions.
No, that's nonsense.
I've never imagined, like, how's this going to play out? I don't even care.
I never think things through.
What could go wrong? I
Hey.
never think about it.
My favorite is when Kristine does the Brad impression. Yay! I finally got you to do
I've
it.
been doing it.
Oh,
I've been
good.
doing
Well,
it.
do it. Yeah.
Ah, he's funny.
And for the record,
I love
the
you.
flower idea actually worked.
How many times do we have
That's
to
true, it
listen
did.
to you say for marketing and branding purposes and for the record?
That's what he says.
Yeah, man,
That's his
until
thing.
you listen. I'm trying to help you out too, man.
No, you're
It's
not.
2019. Let's get with the program.
Listen, if
Yeah.
anybody's helping anybody, it's me helping you, Brad. So let's
It's
not
beef.
Let's not get it twisted.
It's beef
All right,
on Facebook. And
Remember
Instagram.
how I just said let's not get it twisted
Let's not get it twisted.
about
All right.
about who's rescuing whom?
No.
Yeah, who rescued you?
Still, do I have like a lawsuit and everything? Because I didn't give them permission to use my legal
no,
name.
you can shut up. You can just shut up about it
That's
already.
not a lawsuit.
No, it's not. No one cares.
I want to own KOLD.
No, that's not happening.
I don't know.
You can send them your little file with your little audio edit insert.
I will.
That'll be adorable.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to track down this reporter chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her to fix the audio.
It's too
and
late. It ran
ask
already.
her out for coffee.
Ask her out for coffee. There's a new Dutch Brothers at Cortero and I-10.
Yes, there is.
That's a great way to get a woman to go out with you is tell her she screwed up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you messed up.
Neg her out and then throw
Yep.
some coffee down her throat.
Right.
Yeah, she'll love it.
Like, I'm sorry. I thought you knew what you were doing.
Ow.
I wouldn't have wasted my time now.
I got invited to coffee by this pork guy.
It's not pork.
Or what?
That's the reporter lady.
Yeah, that's a terrible impression
that's-
of the reporter lady.
Oh, okay. I got invited
There
to
you
breakfast by this guy named Pork.
You know what's infuriating? I just looked her up. I mean, she has a fan page. She goes by Heather Jansen and Tucson News Now, right? And it's a fan page. So people can't go to my fan page,
Aw.
you know, because they didn't put in my name.
Right.
Oh,
But also, what if
that's awful.
But what if that's not her real name and that's just what she wants to be called?
Yeah, exactly.
What if we find out what her real name is and then just out her?
I know someone who works there besides Mari's.
If her name was like vanilla rice pudding, yeah, I would say pick a different name.
There's no
place to do that.
contradiction
I mean, you know.
there.
Oh, you want it to be a contradiction?
Yeah, you don't see the beauty in the art of the name. You
No,
don't see
because there is no beauty in art. It's,
There is.
It's dumb and it's hacky.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, you saying it's not just makes it even more dumb and hacky. I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know
You're
any
the
other
one.
contradictions.
You're the one.
Name one
You're the
other
one.
contradiction.
You're the one with the hard candy shell, Brad.
Hard candy shell.
All right, 7:09. It's the Frank Show. Oh, Brad's here. Good. I was in the group chat last night. I hadn't heard from either one of you all day. And so it was Tuesday evening, and then yesterday I was like, "Hey guys, did the two of you go to Mexico?" I was fully expecting a reply and then I texted both of you separately.
Yeah.
So I texted in the group chat and got no response. Then I texted Brad. Then I texted you.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys go to Mexico?
Everything go okay?
Yeah, it was my hope that you made it back to the States just fine.
Yes, we did.
Did you not get my replies? Because I replied back in chat and in text.
Oh, yeah. And I replied in text.
I guess not. I don't know. Were you in Mexico when you were
block
replying?
us? No, man.
Did you block us?
I can check to see if I blocked you, Brad. I know I didn't block Christine.
I know. I'm sure you blocked me,
No,
dude.
we didn't.
I filled in because it was...
Oh, no, I got it right here. This is Tuesday at 8:20 p.m. I texted you. Did you go to MX?
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday at 7:36 a.m. you replied, yeah, we went to MX. Pretty funny, too. So you did reply just 12 hours later.
I was sleeping.
Well, no, that's fine. You replied. You're right. You did reply. I have not blocked you, Brad.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Well, funny. Why, Christine?
Huh?
Why was your trip to Mexico funny?
It was just, it was real fun. We had a good time. We went to Mexico because I was falling off a cliff and I had to get some head meds to get right.
Yeah, you needed some antidiuretics or whatever.
Yeah.
Or some antidepressants, I meant.
Antidepressants, but also the antidiuretics.
Right.
Whatever. Anti-diarrhea.
Yeah, sure.
All of it.
Did you park and walk over?
Yeah, we parked and walked over, and then we got my head meds, just, antidepressants, because I really was like super
depressed.
Yeah, I was really bad.
You're having a hard time.
Yes. Yeah. But you know what, though? The only time I wasn't having a hard time...
When you see me.
Yeah, is when I was here. No, and I wasn't crying.
That's the effect I have on people.
When I'm with you, I don't feel anything.
Well, it's the people it's the people in the building that don't know me, that don't like me.
Yeah.
The reason they don't like me is because they don't know me.
That's true.
To know me is to fall in love.
Of course,
yeah.
Yes, you're a dream.
Yeah, but when you're going across the border, right, you got to keep it simple. So I was like, hey, if he asks what we're doing here...
Oh, no, it's when we're coming back.
You say, when you're going back into the state.
Before we even get to that point, how long were you in Mexico, Christine?
Like an hour.
Okay.
If that.
Did you walk straight to the La Farmacia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Went right to the Farmacia.
Did you even consider stopping for some lunch while you're there?
No.
Or were you just like, hey, you hit the pharmacy and we're out?
We stopped at Rolly's in Tucson before we went.
We ate. You both ate at Rolly's without me?
Yeah, because you can't wait till 11 to when they open, and we grubbed. We ate half the menu.
Oh, my God. We ate half the menu. It was so good.
Who are you two?
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Living life.
I didn't know.
Who are you, Christine?
I didn't know.
Who
took me there?
It's Brad. It's all Brad.
It is him.
You took Christine to Rolly's without me?
I
Damn right.
didn't know this was a thing.
How
I
dare.
didn't know we couldn't go to Rolly's.
How
Oh, my
dare.
God. I would have told him no. I would have said, don't you dare take me to Rolly's.
It was noon.
How dare.
It was noon. You were already sleeping.
Oh, man.
When? Tuesday or yesterday?
Tuesday.
It
was Tuesday. So we went to Rolly's.
I was definitely asleep by noon Tuesday.
And it was, they have a cheese talk. I can't.
Yeah, they have called a taquito, right?
Taquito, yeah.
And they make the shell out of mozzarella cheese. And so it's no carbs.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I know.
Shredded
It is.
pork.
I know. All right.
Okay.
So you
Anyway,
go to
so we go to
Rolly's.
Rolly's, we went to Mexico.
I've already got you in Mexico,
Yep,
though. I
yep.
wanted to know
At the
about
Farmacia.
Well, did anything aside from just going to the pharmacy and then coming back happen while you're in Nogi?
No.
No.
Just went to the pharmacy and then, so
much time wasted. You're in Mexico. You could spend so much more time there.
It was Brad escorting me, and I didn't want to waste his day. I know he was just there so that I could get my head meds.
Did Brad get something for himself, too, while he was there?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, of course.
I got some more tea. And then I got something for our buddy Mucho.
Uh-huh.
But still.
So we bought.
Hold on. Question. Does Mucho want public knowledge that you're getting pills for him in Mexico?
I did not say pills. I said something for my buddy Mucho.
After we just got done talking about being at the pharmacy, this guy freaks out because they won't use Beef Vegan on KOLD News. And he says they don't have his permission, yet he's out in our colleague.
Next time, don't say his name. Anyhow, some guy. So basically, we had.
I didn't use his real name.
All right. So anyway.
All right. So anyway, so then we get in the line to come back over to the United States side.
Walk. How long is it? You standing?
Yeah, standing in line like a half hour. It wasn't
Not bad.
that long. No, Yeah. And we're just talking about music and blah, blah, blah. But then Beef goes ahead and he tries to tell me that he's trying to coach me on how to get back over. Like, just make it simple.
Do you ever
don't talk
at
too
any
much.
point? At any point, did you go? this is Brad trying to coach me?
Of course not.
Oh.
I just was like, yeah, okay, all right. I got our story straight. I mean, we didn't really need a story, but
I was going to say, what do you need a story for?
well, because we're a little nervous,
She's smuggling stuff across the border. I'm like, just say we went to the dentist. It's a one-word response.
Listen, I don't think that the border and customs folk care that Americans are going down there for prescriptions.
Antidepressants. Listen, I just did not want to deal with it. I was not in the right head that I could not have them question me or ask me why I needed it. Or
You wouldn't have been able to deal with it.
I could not have dealt with any questions.
Yes,
I just
you could
couldn't.
have. You wouldn't have had a choice.
I would have flipped out.
But you were trying to avoid all that.
I was just trying to avoid it. It's not that I did anything illegal or wrong. I just put them in my boobs and then forget it.
Yeah.
Don't want to declare it.
Right.
Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I got it.
Fine.
Right, yeah.
And Brad was helping me with that. So he said, okay, just tell him that we're just here to see the dentist or something. Okay, fine. So we get there, and then the guy asked me, I go up first, and he's like, well, what are you here for? And I go, that's my boyfriend over there. We got testosterone and boner pills because, whoop.
Right. So we went in two separate lines, right? So we're not even together. Her line just starts moving fast. I'm stuck in my line. But then the next thing you know, I overhear her going into this long-ass story about how my penis doesn't work and pointing to me. And this guy's like laughing at me. And I'm just standing
It's the best ever.
irritated because I'm stuck in the wrong line.
Okay.
And I'm like, dentist. All you got to say is dentist. It's a dentist. Where's the dentist?
So then
Don't say boner pills.
So then he goes, oh, so have you been over here? You've been over here before? When was the last time you here? And I said, oh, that was in January. I said, I got boner pills and testosterone done too. It's probably in the system, right? And he goes, oh, yeah. And I go, okay.
Oh, they know exactly when you come and go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all it is.
I haven't been over or back since they started trekking movement like that. That's weird.
See,
Is that funny?
You don't have to do that. When I went up to the guy.
So his story is funny. Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous because I had to wait. 15 people went past when she went through.
Yeah.
15 other people behind her went, and I'm standing in line and I'm waiting. And then they did a transition, so they did a change out of guards.
Shift, yeah.
And the guards are so slow they take off their gloves or whistling. He's typing with one finger to log into his system.
Yeah. He just did not care. He's like, you're on my dime.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Ye old hunter and pecker, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I went up there, I finally get up there. I'm irritated as hell. I got a bag in my hand. And, he's like, oh, what were you doing here in Mexico? And I'm like, I was dentist with my lady friend. And he's like, oh, yeah? Where's she at? And I'm like, she was in the other line. She passed through about a half hour ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got anything to declare? I'm like, nope. And he looks at my bag. And he's like, really? I'm like, yep. I have nothing to declare. Like,
She already.
okay. And then he just let me go. So he didn't even look at my bag, which Mucho got mad. He's like, that's white privilege. But I'm like, no, I do not want to declare my testosterone and boner pills to you. I'd like to keep those undeclared, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like, yeah. Eat again.
Yeah. It's broken again.
And not only that, but I was here in January doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if she would have jumped back in and be like, he got boner pills because his penis is broken, I'd point to her and be like, well, wouldn't you need them too?
No, I told him before we get up to the guy, I put my arm around him and I go, they're going to think we're doing it.
Yeah. She loved it. She was just drag me under the bus left to right.
I've laughed.
But what did he think was going to happen when he's coaching you like he's some border crossing pro?
Yeah, like he's a mule.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay,
Dude, I got this one. All right, this is all you need to do. I'm a pro at this. I come back from Lake Wobegon all the time.
Well, you just keep it simple. If you tell them, like, we just went to the pharmacy, they ask a bunch of questions.
Yeah, that's true,
Kiss, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, no, he's right, but it was just still just very funny. I had a good time.
She told the lady at the pharmacy we were doing it, and she said something. She said something where the pharmacy lady, she looked at me, her eyes lit up. She's like, "Whoa, watch out, guy!" Like, and I'm like, "Oh man!" She's like, "Oh," she said something like, "I'm gonna like blank the F out of you or whatever, or F the F out of you." And the pharmacy lady gave me a look of terror.
Yeah.
like
I was gonna wreck him.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I can't wait. You are in trouble. Buddy.
Yeah.
Those boner pills are for me.
Next time you find yourself in a situation like that, Brad, you might find yourself And it'd be a good time to talk about how she just likes to play Starfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if she did anything more than Starfish, I wouldn't need these pills.
Exactly. I got to put in all the work.
Yeah, I got to do everything.
Need some extra help. Wyatt's at Guitar Center, by the way.
Oh,
That's
good
right.
call. Thank you for that.
Oh, he's texting me.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Thank you, Wyatt. Oh, let me see if he tried to text me. Yes, he did.
He did.
5 minutes ago.
Now back to the Frank Show on 96.1 KLPX.
All right, so maybe a year or two ago, you've not heard of this guy, but in the past 6 months, there's a slightly better chance you've heard of this guy. And then within the past month, unless you're hiding out under a rock somewhere, you probably haven't heard of Jeffrey Epstein. But I feel like at this point now, most people are familiar with the name and have heard the name and kind of have an idea about who he is and what he was up to.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein?
He's gross. Awful human being. Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein currently being held in prison awaiting trial for trafficking of girls as young as 14.
No bail.
A judge just set a trial date for June 2020, much to the dismay of Epstein's attorneys.
Oh, my God. Almost a year.
Who wanted to wait until September of 2020 because they've got over 1 million pages of discovery to go through.
Whoa.
The prosecutors have over 1 million pages of discovery that Epstein's lawyers have to go through.
So wait, Epstein's lawyers wanted September 2020?
Yes.
To have him in jail for a year?
No, for the trial to begin September of 2020.
He can't leave jail.
No, he's in jail right now.
That's what I mean. He could be in jail for over a year.
Yes.
But they're trying to get him out on bail.
No, that's already failed.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't.
but they, of course they
You think they're going to keep trying?
The judge already denied motion to. Here's what he wants. He wants to be able to spend this time waiting trial in his plush Upper West Side mansion, where he can still traffic.
Yeah,
Right.
He can still do it from the luxury of his own home.
Yeah, and he won't stop because he is sex obsessed.
Okay, all right. So that's what this segment's about. For those of you that are familiar with Jeffrey Epstein and you kind of have an idea of who he is and what he's about and why he's in prison, and for those of you that don't know anything about him, this guy's weird.
Yeah.
And we're learning out more weird stuff about Jeffrey all the time. So here's what we're finding out just yesterday. Jeffrey Epstein, first off, he's a weirdo. And also, like, strangely super rich. Like, a lot of people don't really know how he got all of his money.
Not really. Yeah, it's a kind of a blur.
But over the years, he was able to confide in scientists and others about a scheme, a plan that he had. Jeffrey Epstein, the wealthy financier, is accused of sex trafficking, had an unusual dream. Kristine, he hoped to seed, S-E-E-D. Jeffrey Epstein hoped to seed the human race with his DNA by impregnating women at his vast ranch in New Mexico.
What?
So this guy had some kind of idea in his head that he was going to populate the planet with his sperm.
Whoa. And who are these women that he was going to get pregnant?
Oh, does that matter to Jeffrey Epstein? I don't think it does.
The entire planet.
Yeah.
All women.
Every woman.
What?
Until they hit 19. And then,
Well, how about 14 or 15? Mr. Epstein over the years confided to scientists and others about a scheme, according to 4 people familiar with his thinking, although there's no evidence that it ever came to fruition.
Oh, good.
But it says here, Mr. Epstein's vision reflected his longstanding fascination with what's become known as transhumanism, the science of improving the human population through technologies like genetic engineering and artificial intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Critics have likened transhumanism to a modern-day version of eugenics. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The discredited field of improving the human race through controlled breeding. So I just got done reading. There was a Supreme Court case where Clarence Thomas wrote a big old long thing about eugenics in the United States in the 20s. And there was a case of a woman that got pregnant by her cousin back in the 20s.
Yeah.
So instead of, sending her off to another family somewhere,
Right.
they sent her to a community in Virginia.
Yeah, one of these eugenics camps.
One of these eugenics
They'll
camps.
sterilize you.
So they basically were. Now, this was a woman that became pregnant out of wedlock.
Right.
There was nothing wrong with her mentally, but she was declared
Unfit.
mentally unfit. So they could put her at this camp in Virginia just to get rid of her.
Yes.
Clarence Thomas was trying to make the argument that this was liberals were responsible for eugenics.
What the hell?
And they were wrong. No, this is Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas was asserting in this opinion that he wrote that liberals were wrong about eugenics then, they're wrong about abortion now.
Wait a minute. No, that's not. Hold on there, Tiger.
But this is still a thing. And Jeffrey still thinks that he can. Yeah.
And he wants to, start his own race.
Yes.
Of Epsteinites.
Jeff Epstein charged in July with sex trafficking of girls as young as 14. They're saying he was a serial illusionist. He lied about the identities of his clients, his wealth, his financial prowess, and his personal achievements. But he managed to use his connections and charisma to create valuable relationships with business, political, and science leaders.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that everyone that he hobnobbed with has been totally lied to and deceived. Like they might be the real deal and really have money.
Yeah.
But
Epstein, not so much?
No.
No, he's the real deal, though. It's not like he didn't have money.
No,
he had money.
He did, but he scammed it.
Probably.
Like 100%.
I probably.
Ponzi scheme, something.
From this Leslie Wexner?
Yeah, he stole it.
All right, so Jeffrey Epstein wanted to impregnate the entire planet with his DNA.
Gross.
He also wanted to freeze his penis, apparently.
What?
Mm-hmm. It's a New York Times article.
I want to do that, too, though.
You don't have a penis,
No,
Kristine?
I mean, like, right now, his. Like, just take it off and freeze it.
As reported in a New York Times article, Jeffrey Epstein allegedly had plans to impregnate 20 women at a time in his own baby ranch. If that wasn't shocking enough, another detail that stood out was Epstein's supposed interest in cryonic preservation, a pseudoscientific process in which the human body or head is frozen and stored with the hope that it could be successfully revived in the future, a la Encino Man.
Oh, boy.
That's how obsessed.
Wait, how about we show that whether or not this is a science or not by bringing someone that's been cryogenically frozen back to life?
Let's just try it first.
The cryonics folks are saying we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
I get
No, not by a lot.
Yeah. Well, so Jeffrey Epstein wanted to have a baby ranch where he impregnated the entire planet with his DNA, and he wanted to freeze his wiener.
Yeah. Oh.
How self-absorbed do you have to be to think that your penis is going to be better than all future robot penises?
I know.
Like,
it's crazy.
If you get my head back, then give me some bionic penis to work with.
Oh, this is so gross. I want to barf. I cannot believe. Man,
he's insane, right? He's a supervillain out of a comic.
Cryonics organizations have existed for decades, despite there being no scientific proof to back up the practice.
Right.
Let's see. And they've been supported by wealthy enthusiasts who will pay tens of thousands of dollars to get their bodies frozen.
Yeah.
One such organization, Alcor Life Extension Foundation, is here in Arizona. Mm-hmm. Over 1,200 members who have signed up for the same fate. These members pay for the cryonics process through life insurance. $200,000 for the whole body and $80,000 for neuropreservation, which is where they only freeze the brain.
What's it supposed to do? Like, what is that?
Yeah,
You're just paying for nothing.
You got a business model that has dead people giving you their money. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I know.
It's brilliant.
It is kind of genius.
They can't complain.
Nobody's going to complain.
Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, my God.
Because if their family members like, hey, when are you going to do this? It's like, the future, obviously.
Yeah.
We're not at the future yet.
And
this is the present.
Yeah, and if they don't get revived, nobody's going to know. Like, how are you going to sue this company and get your money back?
Yeah, in 300 years. You got time.
So anyway, there's an update on Jeffrey Epstein.